Hey everybody, it's your Patsy, and I wanted to come and bring you these messages. I had been planning on doing different readings, general for the water signs today, but as I started to lay out the messages, just started to do my prayers and getting everything ready, I was drawn to um, do bring these messages another way. So these are not specifically for water signs. Let me know if y'all can hear me, please, by saying something, hello or whatever, um, so that I know that you're here and that you can hear me. Uh, Even if you just give me a thumbs up, just so I know that I'm being heard. Thank you. So, um, like I said, I came down here to do the readings for the water signs, and I got sidetracked to do these. So these are messages from your divine masculine. So I already got there are 15 messages. There are 15 cards with 15 different messages. Um, they may be separate. They may be all in sync with one another, telling a story, whatever. But um, just before I decided to turn on the camera, and I'm doing it this way live because I didn't want to. I know this is going to be long, and it takes a long time to upload to YouTube, so I figured I'd use the live. So if I don't respond to you guys while I'm doing this, it's not because I'm being rude. It's because I'm trying to just get this through as quickly as possible because this can be very long. Even though I know most of you don't mind long ones, there are some that do, and it also takes a long time to upload. So as soon as I get someone in here, someone else rather, I'm gonna give a few more people a chance to come on. But in the meantime, I'm gonna start with this passage that I found in this book called Sister to Sister Devotions. All right, to and from African American Women by Susan D. Johnson Cook, who is the editor. Um, and I just got this book, and the first page, the first devotion that's included in this, it's called Women on the Move. And they take this woman who is Linda M. Aina, A-I-N-A. She's the vice president of the United Way of Bridgeport, Connecticut. She's a native of New York and has a BA graduate degree from Fisk University. And she has been awarded ITT fellowships to study in Caracas, Venezuela. And she also works with AXO, which is a youth leadership development program under the NAACP. And she is a Christian, right? She's extremely active in her church as propelled by her Christian faith. So I just wanted to give her that shout out since I'm quoting her thoughts here. But the first quote was from the regular scriptures, the Old Testament, Jeremiah 33:3, or Jeremiah New Testament. I think it's Old Testament. Doesn't matter. The quote is, "Call unto me, and I will answer thee, and show thee great and mighty things which thou knowest not." Jeremiah 33:3. And I really was drawn to that, not just because it was the first thing that came to me as I opened the book to look, and it was page 1, and 333 is about communication, right? It's about this journey, right? The masculine, the feminine, and the creator. It's about your alignment with spirit, right? Spirit, soul, and source. So her words are, looking back over the past 20 years of my life, I can say that I've traveled far and wide. My journeys have taken me from the jungles of Venezuela to the hilly streets of San Francisco and to the markets of Lagos, Nigeria, to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. I have been blessed with safe sojourn and benefits along the way, multicultural experiences, lasting friendships, and even opportunities to share and grow. But most importantly, I've been on a faith journey in which I have learned with each new road travel to put my faith and trust in God. African American women have always been on the move. Our foremothers endured the long, hard journey from their African homeland. They migrated from the rural South to seek a better life in the North. And today's mobile Black woman travels locally and globally, making community and corporate connections. We cannot stand still if we expect to grow. In our quest for new opportunities, career advancement, and fulfilling personal goals, we are often required to travel a distance. It may mean relocating, separating from family and friends, and leaving those things that are familiar. But by taking the faith journey, we open ourselves to God's guidance and direction. Give God ultimate control. Surrender your will to God's will. When you get on the road with faith and operate with the assurance that God will see you safely through, new pathways will open. Even the roadblocks experienced will be temporary. Go with God, and as you journey, reflect on God's grace, pray without ceasing, and frequently consult God's roadmap, the Word. No matter where I go or how far I travel, God is always there. God stands ready to empower, uplift, and guide us in our faith journeys. And the thought for the day is, in all your ways, acknowledge God, and God will direct your paths. Proverbs 3:6. So we got another 3 and 6. 6 is divisible by 3. So this entire message is 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. So all the threes, right? So we're dealing with communication and connection with source, with spirit, with God, whoever your supreme being is. So let's get started. Like I said, I've started off to do the water signs, and that's got derailed. So I was led to put out 15 regular of the regular weight deck, and I got those initial messages. The bottom of that deck was the Magician. I was also led then to get messages from the Mystic Moon Twin Flame Messages Oracle by Mystic Moon. She has a YouTube channel, Angela. She has a channel here on YouTube. And the card that came along with the Magician was Your Words Linger in My Mind. So when I first saw these cards together, my initial thought was, that someone's divine masculine is waking up or paying attention to what has been revealed to him, okay, by his divine feminine. So even though he may be acting like he's not paying attention to what you have shared with him about your spiritual awakening or about this journey or some issue in your relationship or whatever, He has it on his mind, and he's thinking about it, and I think he is trying to decide what to do with the information that he has and the tools that he's aware that he has available to him. I also got cards from the Romance Angel Oracle so that I wouldn't forget it at the end. I figured, well, we'll get a basic energy of what it is that's going on and why uh, they wanted me to bring these messages, because these are definitely from the masculine to the feminine. So I got 4 cards. The first card and they all fell out together in a pack, was chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime, and heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with one another. So these 3 cards, free yourself, true love, and heart-to-heart conversations, came out in the upright. Chemistry came in the reverse. So for those, hey everybody, I'm not ignoring you guys, but I want to get through these messages because it's a lot, and I want to make sure that everybody gets. If this is for you, I want you to hear it. So thank you for coming. Hello, Lorna and Janitha. So make sure you give thumbs up, everybody, so everybody else knows that I'm in here doing this. Chemistry is normally my family card. All right. So this could mean that there is some something is off. The divine masculine feels that something is off. He's not feeling himself. And it could have something to do with his family. He could be feeling that there's some strain or some break in the communication between the two of you. So for some of you that you have been blocked, or some of you may have blocked your masculine, or at least you're not engaging with him as often. Hey, Tom Ren, as often as you had in the past. You've drawn back your energy, and I believe that that's what he is feeling. But being in the reverse, I think what it is, he wants to fix this. He wants to free himself from whatever this negativity, this disappointment, this strain in his family dynamics, and come towards you because you are their true love, to have heart-to-heart conversations. So that sounds interesting. And at the bottom of the deck of the Romance Angels was pay attention to the red flags. So signs are cautioning you. And I think what that is the masculine who is being very cautious. Can everybody hear me? Just let me know if you can. I think the masculine is being cautious, and he is maybe being a little overcautious, overthinking a situation. Thank you, Lorma. Thank you, Lorma, very much. So he's paying attention to what's going on around him, maybe paying attention to some negative vibes he may be getting from you or from his family, or maybe something is going on with his own physical chemistry, actually, I say. Maybe he's feeling ill, and he's paying attention to that. So maybe he's going to see about his health. And hopefully that is, if that's the case, that they do take that. Um, and that's not a bad recommendation for us all, right? So if you feel there's something going on physically with you that you um, are uneasy about, scheduling yourself to, take care of your health whichever way you normally do. Um, and if you can't blame it on the retrograde or Cancer moon or whatever the heck was going on up there lately that's been draining everybody, you can't attribute it completely to that. Please see about your health. So, the magician is representing your divine masculine, and whatever your last conversation was, or whatever you have been saying to him, um, he's been thinking about it, and it's been affecting him in some way. So so that was actually the bottom of the deck, right? So that's the energy. He's trying to decide what to do because he's listened to what's been said to him. He may also they could also be referring to messages that he's getting from spirit, but it's making him think about things, and he's ready to take some kind of action. He just doesn't know where to start, how to begin. But the first card is Seven of Wands. So it's about standing up for yourself, right? Defending yourself. So maybe the words that linger in his mind were him trying to defend himself from something you said or a conversation you all had. Could be defending himself from friends and family. And the card that came with that, something that is still missing, and I'm trying to figure out what it is. Something is still missing for me, and I'm trying to figure out exactly what it is. So it could be that he's trying to put things together. Maybe he's trying to uh, follow your train of thought, things that you have said to him, and he's just trying to figure out how it pieces together, possibly. All right, maybe some things just aren't clicking for him. Something isn't making sense, or there may be something around him that he's trying to figure out what's going on. It could also be that there's something missing in the relationship. The chemistry between the two of you is off, and he's trying to figure out what that is. The next card that came from the Roger Wade deck was Page of Cups. So this could be someone who is a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This is an offer, right? Someone is contemplating an offer, or someone was given an offer, and that may be what he is trying to stand up about, or what he's trying to defend himself about, because he wants to make someone an offer. He wants to make you an offer. And I'm saying that because the card that came with it was, would you reject me? So he is contemplating getting up enough nerve. Okay. Trying to get up enough nerve to make you an offer. Thing he's missing is maybe nerve or guts or an opportunity. Maybe he's making special plans for some of you. So that may be what happens. And if that happens and you get surprised, please let us know. Give us some comments on that. So Someone is afraid of being turned down, afraid of rejection. So that may be going on for you and your connection. The next Rider-Waite that came was the Hermit. So Virgo, or some earth energy, or just someone who is embodying that person who is looking, trying to find his way, right? He has become enlightened about his path, maybe, or he's trying to figure out which way to go or what path to follow. But it could also be someone who's an Aquarius because there's a star in that lamp. But it doesn't matter. For those of you on the twin flame journey, it doesn't matter because all of the signs are included in all of these scenarios. If I'd known what I'd known now, I would have made different choices. So maybe he's looking at his path so far, what he has done so far, where have his choices led him, and what are they leading him towards now? There are more cards. That's why I'm taking so long, because I'm just trying to get these first two out so that we have an idea of what we're dealing with here. And we have Temperance. Least favorite card. This could be someone who's a Sagittarius. This is talking about trying to bring balance to a situation. It also talks about patience, right? It also is an angel, right? Some people say that is Archangel Raphael, Michael, St. Michael, but it doesn't matter because he just thinks you're an angel. That's the card to fell with this. So could be you're a Sagittarius and he thinks you're an angel, or they think you're an angel. But this could be saying that they think that you're an angel because you have been so patient. Give yourself credit for being patient. Maybe they may not have said it to you, but they want to tell, this is what this is. They got something to say. So the things that they're unable to say, or they have been hesitant to say, sounding like they want to talk, but maybe they don't get a chance to speak sometimes because they can't get a word in edgewise with some of us. So they want to say something without being interrupted. That's what this is. So get comfortable, girls. The next cards, next two, I want to jump ahead. Yep, that came was Six of Swords. And I'm finally feeling the consequences of my action. Finally feeling the consequences of my actions. So maybe they're worried or concerned that you are moving away from them. And that's the consequences that they're feeling. Or like I said, that you have taken your energy back from the situation. And maybe this is meaning that they're coming towards you because they're starting to understand the consequences of whatever the interaction was, the way they've treated you, last disagreement that you may have had. So that's what's on their mind. They're being a little regretful of the last conversation that you had. It's lingering in their heads, their minds, and they're trying to decide how to move, but they want to express to you that they recognize how patient you've been, and that you've been an angel, but they're a little afraid that you will reject whatever offer they come with. And they're not planning on too big of an offer because this is the Page of Cups, not a knight, it's not a king. So it's a small gesture that they would like to make. But they're afraid that you will reject them. Not that you would, but that's their fear. Okay? The next set of cards were Ten of Cups and I'm a better person. I'm a better person because of you. So you make them very happy, right? You are not only their wish fulfillment, but you restore their confidence in themselves and their own hopes that may be in dreams that they may have given up on, or just this connection, they feel the value of this connection and they feel that they have benefited from it personally outside of the romantic part. For some of you, just knowing you. Okay. And then we got the Ace of Swords. So that's the truth, right? But the truth is also that they feel safer in the silence. So like I said, maybe some of them may be a little frightened of you because of the last conversation, or the last argument, disagreement, or it could just be that the silence that they're talking about is not expressing themselves about the way they feel for you. And that could be the safety in the silence. So it's not that they're not speaking, period, because they're not everybody ghost people, but just not addressing the issue at hand, right? Not being serious about it or finding excuses to avoid the conversation, changing the topic, things like that. All right. Or, you know, making arrangements to meet you and then pulling out at the last minute, always having an excuse because they're a little frightened of you. Next cards that came were Four of Cups in the reverse. So these are offers, opportunities that he may be ignoring. But this is in the reverse. So this could be, hey, Dee Dee, this could be a missed opportunity, or it could be that he's decided that there are no other opportunities or options. The card that came with that is you've been in my dreams. So I think this is saying that they can't stop thinking of you, because if this is ignoring an offer, and this would be not being able to ignore an offer, perhaps. So maybe they can't get you out of their mind. They can't get their thoughts off of you. Even in their sleep time, they're thinking about you. Next. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you so much. We've gotten the King of Swords. So this is someone who is honest, truthful, someone who you can trust. Someone who's going to be truthful to you, but they expect the truth in return. And the card that came with that is, you've affected me more than you know. I got the feeling for some of you, just the fact that this person, your partner, is willing to come towards you with honesty and truth, this is growth for them. They feel this growth, that they knew that this is an offer of what they can give you right now to start. But they want to share some truths with you. And maybe the way that you receive it will determine the courage that they garner to make the offer. Ashe, okay, got a ding here, so that must be it. So I guess however you react to their truths will give them the courage to make the offer. So they're not afraid to talk to you per se. They're just afraid of what the reaction will be to the offer. And that's why they're saying, just let me talk. They want to speak to you and get these things off their chest. Knight of Swords. And they are coming quickly. They've gotten up the courage because your intensity frightens me and allures me at the same time. So they can't help themselves. You're a little intimidating, but they find that sexy. They find that alluring. And they've gotten up enough courage to come towards you to have a conversation. And I guess they're just like trying to take the temperature to see where you're at, so they'll know whether or not they want to go forth with this offer. Next, we had the 8 of Coins. And the message that came was, my mind and heart always come back to you. So even when they're working, even when they're trying to ignore things that are going on around them, even when they're hard at work, taking care of business, daydreaming, whenever they get a chance to daydream, even when they're not. You better be careful if they work with their hands like this. They could, hit a thumb or something with that hammer. Pay attention, Divine Masculine. Don't get hurt. Next. Okay. 4 of Swords. And I'm reminded of you constantly. Yes, like I said, they can't rest. Even in their sleep, they are constantly being reminded of you. And they are trying to, whenever they have a chance to rest, after all the work and overthinking, they're still thinking, they're still dreaming, they're still trying to work this out, even in their meditative states, in their sleep states, I'm hearing. It's constant. And it's nothing that you're doing, it's what Spirit is doing. Next card was Nine of Swords. That's it. Can't sleep. Can't rest comfortably because being apart has been life changing to me. So they miss you whenever you withdrawn your energy from them, or just if you're a long distance relationship and you haven't been able to see one another. But the fact that you haven't been with one another, the fact that you're absent, has changed them, has been life changing for me. Okay, so for some people, this particular message is about they were good being apart before in other relationships from other people. They may have been looking forward to being apart from you, but this is, I never knew love like this before. I'm hearing, okay. This is something that they were not ready for, and this is really dogging them, depressing them, confusing them. They're in anguish. They don't know what is going on. Yeah. But they can't rest. And they're afraid, but at the same time, they're intrigued. Then we got the devil. So you could be dealing with someone who has Capricorn in their chart. Maybe you're a Capricorn. This talks about temptation. Hey, Tammy from Alabama, Leo. This talks about Capricorn energy. This also talks about addictions. This talks about bad habits. This talks about feeling bound to someone or something that you know is not good for you. This also could be talking about negative energies, negative attitudes, because the card that came with that, I wish it could have taken back some of the things that I said. So maybe the devil got into both of you during the last conversation that has caused you all to feel some kind of ways right now, or just overall throughout the relationship. Maybe you're a divine masculine, or your partner, if this relates for you, has said some things that they wish that they could have taken back. Things that they said maybe when they weren't in their right mind. Maybe their perception and their attitudes were being affected by addictions or fear. Yeah. For some of them, this devil is just fear. And I say just, no, it's serious fear. It's enough to interrupt your groove, right, Divine Feminine? So, and the last pack, we have the Chariot. So another water sign. All right, this is Cancer. Could also be Sagittarius, because these are the opposites of one another, and Cancer and Sagittarius are opposite to one another, like 6 signs apart, right? So could be dealing with, and we did get Sagittarius here earlier. So this is the Chariot. This is movement forward, confidence, confident movement forward. But he says, I feel damaged, like I just can't do this. So he wants to come forward, but again, hesitant. Feels blocked, feels intimidated. Okay, so That was the first set that came. And then it got a little bit more interesting. So back over here with the Seven of Wands and the something is still missing for me, trying to figure out what it is. This set, cards that came from, see how we're going to do this. How did I do this? Ah, yes. Your response to that, or the way you feel, not that you've said it, but the way you're feeling, some of you, is unawakened. All right? That they're feeling like this because they're unawakened. Right? That something is missing. You're saying what you're missing is your connection to source, right? Your connect 7-7, I say. All right, amen. All right, and it's 10:43, and 4 and 3 is 7. Okay. So this is another confirmation. This is why he's feeling that something's missing is because he's unawakened. But it did fall in the reverse, and normally these cards aren't supposed to necessarily be read in the reverse, but it can be. It's up to how the person that's reading it, how their intuition led them. And what I'm thinking is that they have become awakened. That's why they're starting to feel this, this little magician energy there, starting to feel themselves again, right? And from the twin flame shadows, the card that came from that is power. Now, let me make sure you can see this. This is a little black cat, right? Looking at that person, that woman is holding something like a cup or a bowl or some pedestal, mortar and pestle, okay, in her hands, and it looks kind of, I don't know. The fingernails match whatever is in there. It's very red. Could be, doesn't have to be blood. It could be anything, but it looks important. And the cat thinks so too. And some of whatever it is spread here on those pages in the shape of a heart. So someone may be doing a love spell. Maybe your magician is doing a love spell now that he's all awakened. And the card to fill with that was disturbance. Okay, so maybe, like I said, maybe your divine masculine has, that could be, he's waiting for some ingredient because he's defending himself. Maybe he's protecting himself. Hey, how are you? Salesforce in Ireland. I'm a little busy right now. Send me an email. I'll get back to you. So yeah, I just got that. Maybe he's cooking up something to make a disturbance to bring on some type of a tower moment. This is a tidal wave, a disturbance. And maybe now he is awakened to his power and he is cooking up something. Okay. That's not what I got of it when I first saw it, but that makes okay. That's for somebody. So with the Page of Cups and Would You Reject Me, we get repelled, and union. So perhaps your divine masculine feels that his offer will be rejected, which is the repelled. Right. His offers for a union will be repelled, rebuffed. But it's coming to you with passion and with courage, but a little anger, or maybe he feels you're going to be a little angry. Yeah, you got this person shook, divine, feminine. They love you, they're passionate about you, but they need a lot of courage to talk to you. But someone could be blocking, and that may be what they found out when they said that they were something was missing, and that could be what the magician is doing. Maybe the magician is finding out that there's some blockage that's going on that could have something to do with some spell work. Someone may be doing love spells. Okay, so Tammy's saying, so true, even though I know that they just, why? I'm sorry. Looking forward, I needed to say that. I want more than drugs. You want happiness. It's time. Absolutely. Right. It's time to put down the party sometimes. You can't have a party all day, every day. Right. So with the hermit, and I wish that I knew what I know now, I would have made different choices, which again could be going back to using such substances, could choices with drugs and drinking, all right, or any kind of addictions. The cards that came up with that was mm, destruction, unavailable. So this, I think, is your response is like you destroyed this by being unavailable, by pulling your energy away. Or again, this may be what he's trying to tell you, that when you became unavailable, it tore them up, or it tore the relationship up. But from the Spirit of Love Oracle, aroma and memories, again, you still linger in each other's minds and hearts, and they can still feel you around them. They can still smell your perfume, your scent, your cologne, whatever it is that you wear. And they want to find you. They want to come and look for you. They want to follow you. Yes, okay. Yeah, it's like a moth to a flame. They're very attracted to your aura. And when you pulled away and became unavailable, it really hurt. Vice versa. Right? Right. Okay. Let's see the next set. Oh, yes. That's going to be interesting. Keep these straight. Okay. And we have You're an angel with temperance. Hi, Dragonfly. You're welcome, Tammy. So I'm told Tammy that her sentiments were well said. So there you are, Angel, Angel. And the cards that came out for that were shadow work, projecting. So shadow work and projecting. Some of you, maybe you've been accused of doing shadow work to your divine masculine, but they've had a chance to take a look at that again and they decided that you were innocent. This could also be saying that you have been doing your own shadow work in the meantime. While you're being patient, you have found a way to, Spirit has found a way to keep you busy by working on your shadow work, right? Hey, Nourish, how are you? Um, and maybe you feel they're projecting their own behaviors because we already said that possible some of them are doing some magic or attempting to. So maybe you feel that they're blaming you for something that they're doing themselves or that they would like to be doing themselves or they're giving themselves away. You know, some people just give themselves away through conversation because they don't know what to say. So they say the stuff that they shouldn't say, but it is stuff that they should say because that's how you know what they really are up to. Could also be that you feel that there is some blockage, that both of you are agreeing that the blockage isn't coming from you or him, but that there is some blockage that's being projected onto the relationship. But on top of all of that, because this is a love that cannot be stopped, is Cupid, love and desire. So no matter who's doing shadow work in a negative sense, not the work the spirit is having us all to do so that we can grow and continue on our journey. But for some of us, there is somebody, some entity, could be your partner, could be someone connected to your partner that may be doing some negative, that may be sending some negative energy your way. Let's say that. And it's not going to prosper. This is protected. All right. This is a divine connection, protected by Cupid, brought together by the gods. So all they can do is delay it. But even the delay, you're learning lessons, right? You're learning the lessons. You're making the best of the time, even if you didn't ask for it. But during this time, it's when you're working on your shadows, things that you needed to just give yourself a little space from, learning the lessons. So even, excuse me, even the negativity is being used. What we perceive as negativity is just part of divine timing. So even there's no reason to even be resentful of the haters because God will take care of them. They'll learn their lesson from that also, not for you or your divine masculine to get any retribution. Oh, perception true. Very good. Thank you, Nourish. Um, for the Six of Swords, and I'm finally feeling the consequences of my actions. Could be someone that is doing the spell work has been discovered by the magician. For somebody, that may be a message for one or two people. But You're afraid, divine feminine. You're fearful because maybe you feel like you have been under attack. All right, or the strain in this relationship right now has put you in fear, or maybe you feel that your divine masculine is being fearful, acting like a child, acting like a child. So the next card that came was childish in the reverse. So this could be that someone is not being childish, or this is not a child, this is a child over 18, an adult child. And there lies the mystery. So maybe there is a fear of growing up. You feel that your divine masculine is afraid to grow up, and that's why they are moving away from this relationship. For some of you, could be that they are being made to feel afraid. Maybe something about this connection is bringing up past fears that they may have dealt with as children. So, some inner child work, which is shadow work. And that could be that dark hole inside that they may be afraid to go towards. And that's that same lantern again. So again, you could be dealing with someone who's a Virgo or a Sagittarius. You can't see it. Really far back here is an Archer. Okay. Okay. So there's something that they're going towards, that they're afraid of going towards. They can't see the light at the end of the tunnel, but they're going forward on faith, or they want to. They may be afraid, or they may have an adult child that is afraid of them making this move forward because they're afraid of what is going to lie ahead for themselves and their family. It could be an adult child, it could be a child under 18, so over 18, under 18, but maybe they're afraid that they're going to have to move. So the little children, maybe they're afraid that they may have to move, and it's coming across as a fear. Oh, okay, that's your situation. All right, thank you. Nourish said that that's their situation. Yeah, children may be afraid to move, and this could be the holdup because they don't know what to expect. You're welcome. Oh, same for Tom. All right, same situation. Ashe. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so next, these messages for the 10 of Cups and the I'm a better person because of you. Finally get some recognition, even if it is on YouTube for everybody in the world to see. it's safer for them. The answer is no. Came up with the 10 of cups, and I'm a better person because of you. The answer is no. And then we got uncomfortable. And then we got apron and service. Okay, don't say all. I think what's going on, this is too much for them. They don't feel that they can live up to this. Yeah. They don't think that they deserve this or that they can live up to this or that this is possible because they feel that you've made them a better person. And on top of the personal growth that they felt, could this really, really be happily ever after? No, they're saying no, it's impossible. This cannot be. They don't believe it because it makes them uncomfortable. Apron and service, when I got this, I thought of ancestors. I really did. I thought of ego, pushing them or assuring them that what they're doing, the work that they're doing, the table that's being set in front of them. Oh, they can handle it. This is their service to them, to the community, and to their family. So their ego is trying to encourage them because this is of service to their entire legacy, their family. And they have all the tools that they need if they stop being paranoid, worried. And with the Ace of Swords and I feel safer in the silence, we got awakening. Yay. So in the silence, in the distance, the time apart, there has been an awakening. And superficial, yellow, success, confidence, and happiness. Again, sunflowers also talk about the ancestors because the sunflowers look for the sun, they look for the sky, they raise their faces to the heavens, right? So in the Caribbean, sunflowers stand for the ancestors a lot. And I think that's why I got this apron too. This reminded me of, I don't know, something my mom would wear, you know, Caribbean type of a feel to it to me. And I think what's going on is they're having an awakening and their mask is being revealed. All right, they're stop being superficial and they are looking forward to success and happiness. Success and happiness that they were promised, right? That they talked about in Jeremiah 3:33, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So truth, clarity, an awakening, removal of the mask. or at least the fact that they've been wearing a mask is being revealed. So they're being called out, maybe. You or someone around them is calling them out about not being their authentic selves. All right. For the Four of Cups in reverse and the You've Been in My Dreams card, we got pause, take a break, pump your brakes. This could be talking about they've been dreaming about you because you all have taken a pause, so you're not communicating a lot. So that's why they have been dreaming about you, or they have decided to stop dilly-dallying and make a choice or take the offer that is being extended to them by the divine, not by you, by the creator. And maybe that has given them a moment to think about this. So like I said, the ancestors have been on their butts. So now they're like, getting a clue? Perhaps. Haunted. Yeah, their ancestors have been coming to them and speaking to them. And so they feel haunted. Like they could be blaming you, saying that you've been haunting them, but it's not you, it's their people. During this pause, they have been having some visitations, as they say. And this is all topped off with violet, which is your crown chakra, your intuition, your spirituality, and self-awareness. So yeah, there was an awakening. And it's happened very quickly, recently. It's coming in like a tidal wave. That's why we got the tidal wave card here, which came on top of the unawakened card. So this has happened rapidly during whatever time period between the last time you spoke to them and right now. This is the message that they want you to know. Okay. Nurse says, wow, yeah, that they have had an awakening. They are learning and getting information through their intuition, through their crown chakra, and they're becoming aware of themselves and of their gifts and their service and the expectations of their families for them going forward. Okay, cool. We got here, oh, our good old friend, the King of Swords, again with, I'm more affected than you know. I'm not even going to repeat that. Yes. Mm-hmm. So I'm saying they had an awakening. Pow, 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 something happened all of a sudden, and it's like snap out of it, right? And they can't wait to tell you. That's why they wanted to bring these messages. Okay. And now the answer is yes. They're ready. They are ready. And whatever else wasn't serving them, they are walking away from it. And they are getting their energy aligned, and they're walking away from whatever is making their energy unaligned, including this word is names. So that's, again, family connections. They are realigning their own energy, and they're walking away from anything that is not like them, names, anything that is not serving them. And they want to tell you about it because you have affected them more than you know. So things going on behind the scenes that have caused them to like straighten up and fly right. And now they want to tell the truth. They are aware of who they are and what this is. The answer is yes. Wow. Then we Knight of Swords. So the message is coming quickly. Because your intensity allures them and frightens them at the same time. And while they still have their courage up, they're going to come and speak to you concerning a third party. Now, this third party does not have to be some other person, doesn't have to be a love interest per se. It could be work, could be a family member, something that is drawing their attention away from, or that previously drew the attention away. Now, you may know this already. For some of you, this may be something you suspected, but you weren't sure of. Like I said, for some of you that their partners are workaholics, you already know that that's exactly what that is. If it's family or friends or hanging out or whatever, could be partying, really partying. Excuse me, yes. And some of you know about that too, but they want to come and confess. Maybe even though they know that they party and things like that, maybe there's something else that they want to get off their chest. They want to be honest about something. Because again, they think that you're going to figure it out anyway because you are intense. Your intuition frightens them. Your intuition frightens them. Okay. Alrighty. Maybe what they want to tell you about is a third party that they were involved with. And they're ashamed. All right. They feel pitiful. Like, what did they do? How did they screw it up? And we got wasps and jealousy. And this to me, and it's in the reverse. So this is gossip, busybodies. Could be at the workplace. Could be gossip, busybodies at the workplace. Could be a third party at the workplace that they want to tell you about. But this is in the reverse. So I think that this is putting a stop to the jealousy and the gossip if it's at the workplace, or it could be maybe there's a third party that has been very jealous of you and they want to come and talk to your divine masculine, your partner wants to come and talk to you about it. Maybe the words haven't been between you and he per se, maybe it's between you and the karmic. The karmic partner and you may have had words. Okay. And they're sorry that that happened. And they know that it is because of jealousy. So the divine masculine is coming to make amends for the behavior of the karmic, maybe for some of them. Or their own behavior that caused you and the karmic to have this bad communication or negative communication or any communication. Next, we have the Eight of Pentacles, and my mind and my heart always goes back to you. So this is at work. His mind and his heart always goes back to you. Yeah, so maybe your relationship started at work. Maybe you met at work and you became the third party. And they can't stop thinking about this connection. Mm. And we get vibrations. Yeah, they feel you even when you're not there. Maybe at work. Maybe that's the gossip and all of that. Is your vibration is still around there? And he's feeling the repercussions of that. Or could be that he's meditating, and he's whenever he meditates, his meditations are interrupted by thoughts of you. So he's trying to work on himself, do his work, his meditations, raise his vibration. And that's him, because this is a purplish and this is violet. So he's doing the work. They're doing the work. But thoughts of you keep interrupting, keep interrupting them while they're trying to do the work. And we had here, it makes them feel, this says unlovable. What I'm getting is that because they can't keep focused on the work, and they want to do the work because they want to do the work. They know how important it is to their ancestors now. They're tired of being haunted, and now they feel unlovable. I'm getting like this person is like, that's why they wanted this message. It's like they're desperate. They're like this, whatever the images, the downloads, the ascension symptoms, all of this. They just feel like they've been abandoned. Like, you're not talking to them. The ancestors are mad at them. People at work are giving them a hard time. Family is upset and whatever. And they are like, well, damn, mm, help somebody. And we got horns and dominance. So could be dealing with a Taurus or Capricorn or Virgo, someone who's earth sign. This was in the reverse. So this is somebody who is strong, someone who is grounded, someone who is stubborn. And right now, I think that they are feeling very not grounded, not stubborn, not in charge. This situation has weakened them to themselves. Like they can't get a handle on this. They can't get ahead of this. They can't outsmart this, because this is beyond your control, their control. This is divine control. For the Four of Swords, and I'm reminded of you constantly. Like I said, they can't think, they can't sleep, they can't drink, they can't eat, they can't rest. Ooh, what did we get here? Oh, right. This one was cycles. So, their secrets, they still are keeping to themselves because they are they haven't been able to, they've been holding back on telling you about this, right? But this keeps happening over and over again. It may happen every month or on the phases of the moon, and they may be noticing maybe all of these changes that we've had recently with the eclipses and the retrogrades and things like that. These cycles, all of this planetary stuff is affecting their rest. It's affecting their rest. They're unable to sleep. They're constantly being reminded of you. And it makes them feel insecure. And that goes with the unlovable. So they're feeling insecure and unlovable. And it's been happening now on a monthly basis, on a regular basis. And they are getting very rattled by this entire experience. But the advice from the oracles, the love oracles, more dream analogy, right? Mushrooms and dreaming. They may even think they're tripping. Maybe this thing has, for some of them, because they have been dealing with drugs and things like this, they think they're on a really bad trip. For somebody, and maybe that is what's caused the shakeup, the awakening. It's like they got brought low so that they can reach back up high. Between the dreams, the intuitive hits, the downloads, all of that, and maybe drugs, they're ready to express how they're feeling because they're feeling that this continuously is going on. They're not able to overcome it, and it's been going on for a while now, and they just want somebody to comfort them and hold them and explain to them what's going on because they don't understand it, even though you may have explained it to them. They're rattled right now. They're rattled. Right, Nine of Swords. And the being apart has been life-changing. Solitude. You've been by yourself too. You've been alone. You've been alone also. You miss them also. Invading. So somebody's been spying on somebody. They may be watching you. You think you're alone, but you're not. You're being watched. Could be them. It could be someone around them. But you have the starfish. Safe passage, protection, right? Again, being protected, healed, being able to heal yourself, being able to protect yourself so that you or they don't have to worry about someone who may be spying on you while you all are being alone in separation and in despair. You're healing. The devil, and I wish I could take back the things that I've said. We've got healing from the Mystic Moon Oracle. So aligning those chakras again, right? You're healing, they're healing. They want to heal whatever this negativity, the things that they may have said or done to you that were hurtful. They want you all to heal. Doubt. So this could be you doubting that they really are sincere, or it could be, again, them not sure whether or not you're going to allow them to heal with you, that you're going to allow them to apologize for what they've said. Nurse says, preach it. You know, whether or not you're going to allow them to apologize to you. They're not sure. They doubt it. But there is a healing for both of you if you allow them to speak to you. Well, this is them speaking to you. This is the initial. This is the icebreaker for some of you, okay? Seashell protection. This is protection from the divine, from your ancestors, from time immemorial, right? Immortal time, time all the way back to the beginning, right? Also, fortune, all right? Good things coming for you, things cycling ahead, right? Things wrapping up, blessings that you aren't even aware of, just like it said in the passage just now, right? Yeah. Call unto me, and I will answer thee and show thee great and mighty things which thou knowest not. Jeremiah 33:3. It hasn't even entered into the minds of men the blessings that God has in store for those who are called by his name and to his service, Ashe. You don't even have, neither of us, none of us have any idea what awaits us on this journey. We know the bad that we weren't expecting, and some of it got real bad. So maybe this is reassurance for all of us that we are protected, and you don't even know the blessings that are in store for you. Spirit knows that we doubt it. But we will be healed. We will be healed at the end of the day. And last pack of cards. It's very interesting. That was the outcome, or what you need to be aware of, right? The Chariot, forward movement, could be talking about Cancer, but this is movement forward towards healing and understanding and balance. Again, there's fear. This could be both of you. This could be fear that the relationship, that the balance between the two of you has been damaged. Because of family. And manipulation. And their inability to express themselves, to speak up. I got 6 and a 9 right now in here. That might be important for somebody, 6, 9. Not showing up for themselves, not showing up for you, not showing up for this relationship, allowing themselves to be manipulated. Spring in the reverse. So maybe something that was supposed to happen in spring didn't happen, or maybe something never got off the ground, something never had a chance to grow. Somebody tried to sever this tie. Someone tried to sever this relationship. This is someone tried to stab someone in the back, or someone is currently trying to sever this tie, slow down the growth, keep you all from talking to one another, mute the relationship through manipulation. Could be people around them, family and friends. They feel that the relationship has been damaged. And that's what's blocking them from coming forward. Okay. Now, at the bottom of the decks, like I said before, we got the Magician, and your words linger in my mind. And then we had gotten Conclusion. So the end, getting the answers, unlocking the mysteries. This is in the reverse. So it ain't over. It ain't over. And no, that's that. Emptiness, a mask, smiling faces that don't tell the truth. Someone is feeling very somebody that don't give a damn, somebody that is ruthless, soulless, they have no feeling. Ooh, underneath the card that I just pulled, it said, the one I just talked about, emptiness, self-indulgent. And vengeful. And misguided. Okay. So that is an underlying energy that may be contributing to this blockage from this inability to bring this situation to a conclusion or to find the answer. It's someone who is self-indulgent, vengeful, misguided, and empty. It could be someone around you, and that's what they wanted to tell you about with this message. Big dreams was on the bottom of the deck also. Since I went through all of that, I might as well have picked up the next one here. Big dreams. So this is about secrets, but being revealed and lifted up. So anything that's been hidden is going to come to the surface, and you're going to be able to talk about your expectations and your dreams and remove the mask of the divine feminine. All right. Excellent. We will be together again because he's enchanted with you. Red Rose. So Red Rose was in Snow White, right? Her lips were red as roses, so that's what I named her, Snow White, right? Red Rose was in Beauty of the Beast. Was it a black rose or a red rose? I'm not sure. Sure. Nourish. Yeah, you can definitely shout out my channel. Definitely. Thank you. It was a red rose, right? In Beauty and the Beast. So Beauty had Beauty and the Beast. They had a red rose. Snow White had a red rose. Cinderella didn't get roses. She got blue. She got shoes, right? Somebody else. Snow White. No, Sleeping Beauty was Love's True Love's Kiss. But Beauty and the Beast was True Love's Kiss too. These stories tend to blend and, shadow one another. But he is enchanted with you, and he feels that you all will be together soon. He recognizes that you are the divine feminine. Oh, and you are his nourishment, all right? That you bring him truth and information. She has changed, like he said earlier, because of this connection. This has been nourishing and it has been very spiritual. He's unlocked a lot of secrets and answers. I'm saying that because those are coconuts, and coconuts are divination tools in Ifa, right, in Yoruba. So he has learned the answers through this connection, and he feels that he's been nourished. Ashe. Very nice. Are we done? Oh, no. Well, remember, our energies, for those of you, recap. Chemistry in the reverse. So, like I said, family could be part of the problem, but he's been told to free himself because you are their true love. You're welcome, Nourish. Heart-to-heart conversations need to be had between the two of you, or maybe with their family member who is in reverse. So I think that's fabulous. This is good. It's only an hour and a half. That's faster than I thought it would be. Believe that. All right, let's get a final energy from the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck and see. Oh, wait, stop. The presence. The Lover's card right there. I'm looking at it. Seven of Swords, Page of Wands, Six of Wands, Nine of Cups, Page of Swords. Okay, yeah. They may have to sneak around. They may have to sneak, but they want to be with you. They want to come towards this relationship. They're making a decision to make a move towards the relationship. Okay, to come and offer you the small offer. Maybe now they're going to do it with more passion. You make them feel victorious. They feel confident now, victorious now. All right, because you are their wish fulfillment. Nurse says, well, now. That's so funny. That was one of the things my dad used to say, and I was on the phone all day today. I was getting lots of intuitive hits and downloads that have to do with my dad. And he used to say, well, now. That's funny. So he's still with me while I'm doing this reading. So there's a victory and happiness. And it's going to be said out loud. It's going to be honest, and it might get back to the family. This may be the gossip. This may be the messenger taking that back. Run tell that. Now run tell that. Okay, all right. Let me stop. That just caught my eye there. And you could have something to do with the Pisces. Because here's the hangman. But you also got Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands. Could just be truth and passion. That could all be your energy, Divine Feminine. We're going to leave this nice. Just be aware that there are other things going on underneath the scenes that is not just your divine masculine. He wanted to bring these messages to you. And you discern whether or not you believe it, or how you feel about it or whatever. But there is real fear and real passion here, real love. So let's get an energy for the divine feminines. Yemaya. A golden opportunity. Yemaya is a Yoruba deity, right? In Ifa. Yemaya is in charge of the oceans, right? 7 seas, the 7 oceans, the 7 continents. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. So you're being told that this is an opportunity, both of you. And this, whatever this blockage is going to ease up, because you all are going to talk and get to the bottom of this. Remove the things that don't serve either of you. A locum is the counterpart. Okay, so like yin and the yang, the counterpart to Yemiya is a locum. Yemiya is the ocean, and a locum is the bottom of the ocean, right? Underneath, right? The mysteries. No one knows what lies at the bottom of the ocean is the moral of a locum story. A locum takes care of women's concerns for their families, drug addictions, children are getting into trouble, criminal activities with your kids, and the things that, that you don't have an answer for. And all you can do is just ask God to help you. A locum does take care of those concerns of a mother, the concerns of a parent for their child that they may see going astray. Yemiya Again, vibes with the 7 continents, 7 oceans, 7 seas, right? And 7 is perfection. 7 is God's signature. This is an opportunity that has been brought to you by the divine, and both of you have the opportunity to step through this door and take this opportunity tonight or tomorrow, whenever you see this, or whenever you get this message. When you're done, talk to your own ego, your own ancestors, and verify this message for yourself. Don't rely on general readings. Don't rely on putting your future in the hands of anybody outside of yourself and your creator. But see if this message isn't for you. If you haven't gotten the resonance now, while I'm doing the reading, but you're not sure, you think so, but you're not sure, ask your ancestors. Ask them, they'll let you know. This is important right now, at this time, in this place. Arakira, blossoming. You are just getting started. So have patience with yourself in the process and do not give up. This is just starting. This is blossoming. This is new. All right? Be patient with yourself. Be patient with your partner. Be patient with the process. Be patient with the karmic. Because it's all a lesson for them, for your masculine, for you, right? Everything is going to be taken care of in divine timing. Hey, Nick. East Yeast? Okay. Shout out to my friend Nick G. All right. I don't know why I can't see the comments on this side of my computer right now. I see Tyrese is saying everyone on YouTube is, and then I don't see the rest of the sentence. It's not your fault, it's my, whatever they call it. Ratio, 10-11, Ashe. 147 on the counter here. Thank you. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up here. Let me get, can I get 2 more cards, please? Or is that it? Okay, thank you. Isis, past life, 9/11, Ashe. This situation involves a past life relationship and past life memories. We talked about those memories. So maybe some of those memories that he's having is not just memories of recent. It could be maybe he's been going through the dark night of the soul, doing the shadow work, and some of it may be past life regressions. Or maybe for you, that's what's been going on during this time when you've been patient. Okay. And, Freya, bold. Unleash your adventurous side. Take risks and be daring. Fearless. No fears. Don't be afraid, divine feminine. Don't be afraid, divine masculine. Unleash your adventurous side. And one last card from the Goddess Guidance Oracle. So be bold. Take this golden opportunity, this new golden opportunity that's blossoming in front of you. Know that some of the things that you were clearing up were about past life memories. that you, excuse me, may not have known that you were holding on to because you don't remember them from this life. But that's some of the things that may have come up for you in your dreams that maybe you didn't understand. It was from a previous life. And for some of you, it's just a previous relationship or two or three that may have just affected you so deeply that that has come up for you during this period of silence. Okay. Quiet time, siege. Didn't I just say this time of silence? Take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and think. So be quiet, call upon Yemiya, call upon your ancestors, your spirit guides. Thank your ancestors. Be grateful to the Creator. Be grateful to your ancestors for the journey thus far. And take time to be quiet and know that these opportunities are opening for you now and that you deserve them and that you have worked hard and your divine masculine has worked hard. And he knows that you're frustrated and he knows that you're tired and that you feel like you have been under attack. But he wants you to know that that he is thinking of you and that he wanted to express something to you, to explain himself, sort of, to reassure you that he still is very aware of this connection, that he is trying to muster up all the courage that he can so that he can make you proud. Wow, make you proud. That's what I just heard. He wants to make you proud. He wants to make the Creator proud because he wants to use his gifts, just like he was told by his ancestors in his sleep. All right, that's not nice. But I'm saying, doesn't matter how much you may have explained it to them, they did, and they got to them. Hey, sometimes you have to talk to the family. Anyway, thank you all so much for allowing me to bring you these messages. Pay attention to the red signs, everybody. All right? Red flags, red signs. But again, okay, we had red up here, and we had enchanted with the red rose. Yeah. So, thank you so much for allowing me to bring you these messages. I'm going to try to finish up the elements this week. I know I just did fire, but it's a lot. There's a lot of energy and a lot of drain. Besides, I was taking care of a very, very dear friend of mine, and I put that information on the community board. So pray for us, pray for my family, and I'll pray for you all and pray for your connections, and I hope everything works out. Let us know, all right? Oh, there's I made a little video. It says Mizpah, Mizpah. It's only 2 minutes long. Mizpah means, may the Lord watch between me and thee while we are absent one from another. And just how I came about knowing that is years ago when I was in college. Never mind. That was the thing between me and my boyfriend at the time. So I always remember that, Ms. Pa, because we lived separately. He lived stayed in Buffalo, and I lived in Brooklyn. So when school was out, when college was out, we didn't see each other. So that was our thing, Ms. Pa, and always and forever. So I thought about it the other day, I guess during one of my dark nights, okay, of doing my shadow work, and that came to me. And so when I'm not able to get on in front of the camera for whatever reason, I didn't want anybody to think that I was forgetting about you all. So I said all that to say, leave a message on that video. I'll put a link to it underneath this one as long as it uploads. And you can write a note, a message to your beloved without mentioning their name, and express your feelings. So it's just like giving yourself a message board, right? And this week, uh, I was led to pull a card or two for a couple of people who had made comments there. So if I'm led to do that for for you when I read it, then I will. It doesn't have to be this week because I read them all right away usually, and then later on, if I'm drawn to it, I'll go back. So if I'm drawn to go back to it for whatever reason, it could be this week, it could be next week, it could be next month, it could be whenever. Just put it there, and if I'm led to do that, then I'll just pull a card for you and let you know what spirit is saying at that time about your situation, okay? So just want to keep in touch with you guys because I know there's times when I won't be able to get on camera, but I still want to be able to reach out. Thank you all so much. And don't forget to like and share these messages. Share these messages with others in the community that may need to hear these messages from their masculine. And I will be talking to y'all real soon. It's almost midnight. Got to get out of here. All right. I say thank you. Peace. And namaste.